Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? NBA YouTube. It's your man, 100 Grand Rough with The Rock Never Stops, coming to you with another episode of NBA content. I'm here at work right now and wanted to drop a quick video about these Houston Rockets. Um, some of y'all don't really understand how it is that they went from losing 13 plus games in a row to all of a sudden winning six in a row. And so I'm going to break that down today, and maybe y'all come away just a little bit more insightful with what's going on with your teams. If you like the video, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification to know when I post new videos as well. So when it comes to these Houston Rockets, it isn't just who's playing on the court, but also who's not playing. And what I'm really speaking to are the young guys, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr. It's not that they're not talented, but it's that they don't know how to win yet. And when they came off the court, the guys who stepped in are veterans who know how to play. Namely, Eric Gordon. He ends up playing a much bigger role on this team with Kevin Porter Jr. not dominating the ball and needing to figure out how to run an offense, how to get the ball where it needs to go, especially because he's been hampered by an injury. Definitely hasn't been at 100%. And so it's really had an effect on everything that they've been doing. And so what you're seeing now is almost a team that's able to do a 180, not because they have more talent, but the talent that's actually on the court actually works better together because they understand what they're trying to accomplish. Each play, each series, every single time that they're out there on the court, they're executing. Now, you have to understand, Houston already has a really good coach. Stephen Silas has been a long sought-after assistant coach. His father, Paul Silas, was a longtime NBA coach, I believe, and NBA player. And Stephen Silas knows the game. But you also got to have players who can execute your game plan. And when you're dealing with a young, talented rookie that's going to need a lot of leeway to make mistakes, like Jalen Green, even Alperen Sengun is going to need time. You're going to have to be able to live with the mistakes that kind of mount up throughout the course of a game that can put you in a position where you're not necessarily able to win or pull out games. But now with them gone, guess who's there? Guess who's now the focal points? They got veterans who are still close enough in their prime, whether Christian Wood, who's still entering his prime or is in his prime but is still ascending, and Eric Gordon, who's a little bit past his prime, but definitely has hit that little fountain of youth a little bit out there in Houston, where he's actually able to still play at a high level. So right now, surrounding these two players who are dropping 20-plus points a game, you got nothing but great role players. Daniel Theis, Jae'Sean Tate, both these guys, big-time role players who are able to play lockdown defense, have a great degree of physicality. Daniel Theis can spread the floor by shooting threes, hitting the glass, second chance shots, hustle player. Jae'Sean Tate is physical, plays inside, finishes, moves well without the ball. These guys fit. And when you throw in a sharpshooter like Garrison Matthews, who plays in that Duncan Robinson type of role, all of a sudden now you got the formula for a team that with that five can go out there and compete with almost any team. Not because they're as talented as any team. Like there's only one Giannis, right? Christian Wood isn't Giannis, but he's also no slouch. He can also give Giannis 20-plus points, right? And so we have to kind of look at it all together collectively, right? Now, what we're also seeing is a rejuvenated bench, guys who know their role and are more settled into it. You got guys like Alperen Sengun, like I mentioned earlier, Kenyon Martin Jr., these young guys, even Armani Brooks, the journeyman, these guys know their roles and have bought in and are able to play the exact role that their team is needing around veterans who know how to lead them to be able to win and compete. DJ Augustine, right? You got, who's the other cat I was thinking of? Yeah, one other guy that's been getting, Danwell House, right? Who played a big part of those Mike D'Antoni Houston Rockets teams. And so when you got these veterans who know how to win, they know how to execute defensive strategies. They know how to do the correct rotations. They know how to make sure that they're actually moving the ball and getting the ball to the players who really need to be shooting. They're not taking dumb step back threes just because you made it a few times in practice and now you're going to go 0 for 3 in the game, right? They're moving the ball and the offense looks fluid. The defense is efficient. And that's why you're seeing this team compete in every single game. And when you got two guys like Eric Gordon and Christian Wood, who are generally are a mismatch for most defenders almost any night. Like, unless Christian Wood has to see Anthony Davis or Giannis, who he's still given the business to in the past, right? He's going to have a huge mismatch against almost any other center. Eric Gordon playing off of him is one of those smart, very physical guards who has great shooting range and can take you off the bounce. And so he's going to be able to get his shot off also. And because he's playing with other veterans, they know how to get the ball where it needs to go. And so as a result, you're seeing Houston do their thing. When I say that, I mean they're playing at a high level. Not to mention they're all healthy, outside of Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr., which none of those guys really know how to win right now. Anyhow, they don't really lose that much. And so I want to see what they continue to do as teams begin to game plan for them a little bit better. I'm pretty sure most of these teams throughout this winning streak have walked into Houston thinking, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We're just going to walk in there, do what we got to do, and leave with the W, and they got shocked. But now that teams begin to game plan for them, I think we're going to see Stephen Silas's coaching chops a little bit more. How does he free up Christian Wood? How does he utilize that pick and roll game between those two and the great spacing that they got out there? I mean, they got great spacing. Yo, what's up, Joel Henry? What's up, man? They got great spacing. And so the Houston Rockets right now are really kind of walking through the league where most teams are having all of a sudden have to figure out how they're going to go against them. And so I think that they're going to continue to be competitive. I would like to see John Wall come back. He wants to come back and play with this roster. He wants to. And I think this is the perfect roster for him to play with. I could really see John Wall rocking out next to Eric Gordon, Christian Wood, running pick and rolls, kicking the ball out to shooters. You could bring Garrison Matthews off the bench. And this team would be real nice. Don't be shocked if you see Houston start going on a little roll here if they bring back John Wall and Jalen Green stays out until he's 150% healthy. Because this team has the talent to really get into the middle tier, or at least that little play-in tournament tier level, and not just be taking the season away. All right. But hey, if you learned some, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for more video notifications. I might try to do some of these more office hour lunchtime videos in the future. Let me know what you think. All right. Peace, y'all.